everyone, and welcome back to another episode of I've Been Playing. Today we are going to be talking about Evil Genius 2 World Domination. Evil Genius 2 is another one of those managerial sims, real-time strategy sort of simulation games. Similar in aesthetic, I would say, to 2 Point Hospital, which I've talked about on this series previously. The key difference here being that you are an evil genius, so you are trying to, run schemes around the world and essentially take over the world, conquer the world, world domination. It's literally in the title. Now this is another one where I didn't play the first in this series. I haven't played the first Evil Genius, so I don't know what the differences are or how it's improved or possibly not improved. I don't know. If you have any thoughts on that part of the game, please let me know down in the comments. But I had a lot of fun with it. To a point. I've realized recently that I really enjoy these games, but there always seems to be a point where they get almost too hard. Maybe that's because I'm bad at them. Maybe that's because I try to rush them. I don't know what it is. But there seems to be a point where everything just kind of piles on and things get complicated. There are very few times where that doesn't happen, and that happened in this. But before we get there, basically, what you're trying to do is you're building an underground base for your base of operations, for your operations in general, for your evil crime network of people, which is fronted by a casino, which in theory is there to partly draw in revenue because you can have actual visitors eventually who are just there for the casino part and they have no idea that there's this whole massive complex behind it until the bodies start piling up. That might be a clue that something's not right. But there are also agents who are trying to track you down because obviously you're, thieving money from around the world or just doing all sorts of evil schemes around the world, and you, depending on how big the job is, will attract attention from these various spy networks? I was gonna say anti-spy networks, but you're just the one who is being spied on because you're the bad guy. So eventually they will come into your casino, and you can use your casino to distract them as well. You hire different people, and so you hire valets for the casino who they obviously man the tables and stuff, and they try to distract the agents as they walk into the casino so that they don't actually get to the part where all of the evil stuff is happening, which kind of works. Like, it only works for the low-level ones, so I don't know what the point is, and once I got to the higher-level people trying to track me down, they always got into my base, and it was just littered with bodies. Like, no one was cleaning up the bodies in the hallway. I don't know what was going on. I don't know how anybody walked anywhere after a while, because it was just body bags everywhere. So that's the idea. You want to build your base, you want to make it bigger, you want to make your whole evil corporation, evil plan go properly and expand and take over the world, as I said. And it's really fun and not too hard in the beginning. It's a little hard to get money, or not hard exactly, but you have to build a vault to store your money, so you can only have so much money, so then you have to use your money to build more space for money, which eventually doesn't really become a problem because you're running so many schemes and stealing so much money and doing so much stuff that it's not a big deal, but you have to keep that in mind. And when so many things are happening, especially when you get farther and farther in, when you have spy agents coming in, every 2 minutes or whatever, it gets harder to concentrate on stuff like that because there's just so much going on. So you might forget, but that's an important thing to do. It's also important to have barracks for your people, you have to train your people, you have to have a research area because you've got to research more stuff, just all sorts of more stuff for your base and for your people and for your evil genius and for all sorts of things. You eventually research giant weapons that I assume is how you take over the world. And I say I assume because I did not finish. And this brings me to my earlier points. There comes a point in most of these games, not all of them, but most of them, where I get somewhere and it just spirals out of control. And I was playing on normal or medium, whatever the middle setting is, because that's just my standard for everything, because I figure that's what it's meant to be played on, and then I can adjust from there depending on whether it's too easy or too hard, because I just want to play the game to have fun, So I was playing on medium, and I was doing fine, and then I don't know what happened, and then I bumped it down to easy, and it went fine for a little while longer. I was like, okay, maybe I'll be fine now. And then I got to another point where this was where the bodies were littering the hallway, and there were agents everywhere, and I was running out of money, and my evil genius just kept getting killed. over and over again. And I don't know why, I don't know who they were fighting, I don't know where all these people came from because my base was too big to pay it to, like, there's too much going on for me to pay attention to anything, and then that's really hard to see the genius you're playing as, technically, because you're taking care of so many other things and so many other people that you don't focus on them really, and so I was like, I don't know where you are even. How are you getting shot? Why are you getting shot? And then people kept abandoning the base. That's why I switched it down in the first place, is because people kept abandoning, the minions kept leaving and stealing my gold, assuming they didn't get killed by the traps on the way out first, and it was just nuts. It also seemed like there wasn't that much to do. Really, like, there's a lot going on, but there wasn't that much to do, if that makes sense. There weren't a lot of schemes to run, like, different types of schemes to run in the world map. It was mostly get money, reduce spy attention, maybe sometimes recruit some more people. Like, there wasn't that much on the map, there wasn't much variety on the map, and I had the problem of either I was running a money scheme and I kept running out of space for the money in the vault, or not running a money scheme because I was busy doing other things and then running out of money. Or it was getting stolen by my people leaving, or by, what are they called, super agents, super spies, the ones who are like a level even higher than the other ones, who are apparently you're supposed to fight multiple times, because I definitely fought at least 2 of them multiple times and they kept showing up, even though I kept shooting them. But I guess sometimes that's just how it goes, right? Up to that point, though, it was pretty fun. A little bit repetitive because of just the style of game it is. Not like in a bad way, it's just you do the same things over and over again. That's how these games work. It would have been nice to see some different things on the map at least, or different, I don't know, but I just eventually got to the point where it was more frustrating and more confusing because I didn't know why I kept dying than it was fun, and so that is when I gave up. And I don't know if I'm going to go back and try it again with a different genius, because you have 4 geniuses you can choose from, and I just went with a base genius, and I don't remember who the other ones are. I think there's like a science-based one, there's the one on the cover art, which is the base, the, you know, quote-unquote normal one, the default, that's the word I wanted. And then there are a couple others, one of whom I think is probably combat-based, and one of whom is something else. So I don't know that they're better or worse, or if they're even really different, other than kind of maybe being more focused on one type of research versus another, or just one type of operation before another. I don't know. I haven't experimented with that at all. But I imagine if you're good at the game and good at keeping track of particularly the spy agents, because I think that's the thing that gave me the biggest trouble, then it's pretty fun and I think you would enjoy it. But as always, let me know what you think. Have you played this one, or have you played the first one? Like I said, let me know down in the comments down below what you think of this game or these games, or the difference between the two if you know what it is. Thank you for watching this episode of I've Been Playing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, leave a like and consider subscribing. I do one of these every Monday, and I do stuff on my channel every day except Saturday, so you can check out some of that in the description below or on my channel. I'll see you next time!